Hi YouTube, this is just a video. This is once again, I'm Tag Reptiman, who wanted to talk about proper handling of a baby corn snake. The reason that I specified this of handling of a baby corn snake is because handling of a baby corn snake is a little bit different than handling of a large corn snake. A large corn snake would prefer to wrap himself around your arm, whereas a small corn snake would prefer to wrap himself around your fingers. So when you're holding your baby corn snake, which is 10 inches or less, you're not gonna really you're going to want to avoid letting him get onto your arm, because a snake has very good grip as far as not falling out of your hand. However, that's only when they're wrapped around something. Now, this snake isn't wrapped around anything right now, but he's also not moving at all, and he's being very calm. And if you'll bear with me here, turn the phone very slowly, you can see that his tail is indeed curved around my entire hand. I don't know if you could see that. I kind of had to face the screen away from me in order to turn the camera. But if you could see that, then he was just barely wrapped around my hand. Now, when they're on your arm, they're too short to wrap a large portion of their body around your arm if they feel like they're going to fall off, and therefore they could slide off. Corn snakes aren't slimy, but at all, no snake is. They're just a very smooth surface, and that smooth surface enables them to slip. Their grip is all in the fact that they can wrap around something very tightly to hang on. So, if you're handling a baby corn snake, you may prefer to keep him in your hand, so that he can wrap around your finger if he feels like he has to. Whereas if you have a large corn snake, for instance 4 feet, obviously he's a bit too big to wrap around your finger, so you would probably want to keep him on your arm so that he can wrap around your arm. Now, another thing, although it is very handy that if you do make a mistake, sometimes a baby corn snake can hang on by his tail like this. I'm going to get him back into my hand here. Although it is handy that they can do that, which makes you less likely to drop the snake, they do, well, I'm sorry, I don't know where I was going with that. Although they can dangle by your finger, you don't really want them to do that. It can scare them, and therefore cause them labored breathing, which isn't very good. And, the stress factor on the snake, you just don't want to cause your snake any stress. So, it's a nice, feature of owning a corn snake, or any snake that has a certain amount of body muscle, so that you're less likely to drop them. But at the same time, you don't really want to do that too very much at all. So, your larger corn snakes, they can do that, but it has to be a larger portion of their body. So basically, there isn't really any specific technique to holding a corn snake. Some people might say there is. To me, there really isn't. It's just a matter of knowing that you have to support the corn snake's entire body. You have to give him, hold him in such a way that he has either a finger or your arm to wrap around so that he feels more comfortable and doesn't feel like he's going to fall off. And also, don't completely, like, if you're going to be walking around your house holding your corn snake, don't just completely rely on the corn snake's balance. If he feels like he could slide off of your hand, then you may want to, move him to a different part of your hand where he feels more stable to you. Don't completely rely on the balance of the corn snake. Rely on a combination of the balance of the corn snake and if he feels like he's in a stable position on your hand. although a snake is a bit of a tougher reptile and probably won't get hurt if you do drop him, it's just better to not drop him at the same time. So, that's my video on handling a corn snake. Thank you very much.